In this video, I'm going to outline the top 10 threats that we think you will likely face in 2025. While I too don't want you to panic, I very much want you to prepare. After watching this video, I think you're going to have a much better idea of what you should be preparing for. To fully prepare for these, you need to know what these threats are and assess your exposure to them. So let's go ahead and dive in. Number 10 on our list of threats is economic instability. The truth is that we never really left the economic instability we've been experiencing for the last few years. In 2025, there's no reason to believe that this is going to change. If anything, it will likely get worse. Inflation is still high, and higher prices for everything are here to stay. The cost of basic necessities like food, energy, and housing continues to rise. And let's not forget the housing market. It's due for a correction. Many will find themselves underwater on their mortgages. Job security is a growing concern as companies explore automation to cut costs. Layoffs and hiring freezes are becoming increasingly common. Desperate people do desperate things, leading to an increase in crime and social unrest. The best thing you can do is to prepare yourself financially. Have an emergency fund that can cover at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Diversify your income streams so that you're not reliant on a single source of income. Consider acquiring skills that will be in high demand, even during an economic downturn. At number 9, we have extreme weather events. We've seen a marked increase in extreme weather events in recent years, and all indications are that this trend will continue. From hurricanes and floods to wildfires and droughts, the planet is becoming increasingly volatile. These events can have a devastating impact on infrastructure, agriculture, and human life. The increasing frequency and intensity of these events can disrupt supply chains, leading to shortages of food, water, and other essential goods. So, what can you do to prepare? Be aware of the risks in your area. Know what types of extreme weather events are most likely to occur, and make sure you have a plan in place to deal with them. This includes having an evacuation plan, a safe place to go, and a kit of essential supplies. Consider taking steps to make your home more resilient to extreme weather. This could include things like reinforcing your roof, installing storm shutters, or landscaping your property to prevent flooding. Get to know your neighbors and work together to prepare for and respond to extreme weather events. There's strength in numbers, and we're all in this together. Coming in at number 8 is cybersecurity risk. The digital world is becoming increasingly dangerous. From sophisticated phishing scams and ransomware attacks to data breaches and identity theft, the threats are growing all the time. Cyber attacks can cripple businesses, governments, and critical infrastructure, leading to financial losses, service disruptions, and even threats to public safety. And it's not just large organizations that are at risk. Individuals are also increasingly targeted by cybercriminals. Think about how much of your life is stored online. So what can you do to protect yourself in 2025? Use strong, unique passwords for all of your online accounts and enable two-factor authentication whenever possible. Be cautious about the links you click on and the attachments you open, especially if they come from unknown senders. Keep your software and operating systems up to date with the latest security patches. A little bit of vigilance can go a long way in protecting yourself from cyber threats. Number 7 on our list may shock you: energy supply disruptions. Our reliance on a stable and reliable energy supply is facing unprecedented challenges in 2025. The aging energy infrastructure is vulnerable to extreme weather events, cyber attacks, and equipment failures, making widespread blackouts or brownouts a real possibility. Geopolitical tensions, resource scarcity, and the transition to renewable energy sources can also impact energy prices and availability. Think about what happens when the power goes out. You lose your lights, your heating or cooling, your refrigeration, and your ability to cook food. This is why it's so important to have a plan in place for dealing with power outages. Invest in alternative energy sources like solar panels or wind turbines if possible. Have a backup generator on hand for emergencies and make sure you have enough fuel to keep it running for at least a few days. Learning basic off-grid living skills can also be incredibly empowering. At number 6, we have global conflict and geopolitical tensions. The world is a complex and volatile place. Conflicts and tensions can erupt quickly, with far-reaching consequences for global security and stability. These conflicts can disrupt supply chains, leading to shortages of essential goods, and trigger waves of displacement and migration, straining resources and exacerbating social tensions. It's important to stay informed about current events and to be aware of potential flashpoints around the world. While we can't control what happens on the global stage, we can control how we prepare for the potential fallout. Having a plan for what you would do in the event of a major international conflict is essential. Consider the potential economic impacts of global conflict, such as inflation, supply chain disruptions, and financial instability. Number 5 on our list might not surprise you: pandemics and health crises. As we learned from the recent COVID-19 pandemic, infectious diseases can spread rapidly in our interconnected world, overwhelming healthcare systems and causing widespread social and economic disruption. The emergence of new and drug-resistant pathogens, coupled with factors like climate change and globalization, increases the risk of future pandemics. It's crucial to prioritize your health and to take steps to boost your immune system. Maintain a well-stocked first aid kit with essential medications and learn basic first aid and CPR. Understanding the modes of transmission, symptoms, and preventive measures can help you make informed decisions during an outbreak. Coming in at number 4 on our list is food and water scarcity. Access to safe and nutritious food and clean water is essential for human survival. However, these resources are becoming increasingly scarce in many parts of the world due to factors like drought, population growth, and climate change. Having a plan to secure your food and water supply is essential for weathering these potential crises. Start by building up a stockpile of non-perishable food items and water, ensuring you have enough to last your household for an extended period. Consider learning how to grow your own food, even if you only have a small balcony or windowsill. At number 3, we have social and political unrest. Social and political divisions are becoming more pronounced in many parts of the world, fueled by economic inequality, social injustices, and political polarization. These divisions can manifest as protests, riots, and civil unrest, leading to safety concerns, disruptions to daily life, and a breakdown of law and order. Identify safe zones and potential evacuation routes in case of escalating violence or unrest. Establish a communication plan with family members and loved ones and designate meeting points in case you get separated. Number 2 on our list is a big one: technological dependency and failures. Our increasing reliance on technology brings with it inherent vulnerabilities. Large-scale power outages, cyber attacks, or system malfunctions can cripple communication networks, financial systems, and essential services, leading to widespread disruption and chaos. Imagine a world without the internet, cell phones, or even electricity. So what can you do to prepare for a potential technological failure? First, don't be afraid to disconnect from technology from time to time. Go for a hike in the woods, read a book, or spend time with loved ones without any screens. Second, learn some basic survival skills. This could include anything from building a fire to purifying water to finding your way around without a GPS. These skills could come in handy in a variety of situations, not just a technological collapse. When it comes to technology, that means having backups of your important data and using a variety of different devices and platforms. And that brings us to the number 1 threat on our list: artificial intelligence and automation risk. While AI and automation offer incredible opportunities for progress, they also pose significant risks that we need to address proactively. As AI systems become more sophisticated, they can be used for malicious purposes, such as creating deepfakes, spreading misinformation, or even launching autonomous weapons systems. The increasing automation of jobs across various sectors raises concerns about widespread job displacement, economic inequality, and social unrest. Focus on developing skills that are difficult to automate, such as creativity, critical thinking, and emotional intelligence. By understanding the potential risks and taking proactive steps to mitigate them, we can harness the power of AI and automation while safeguarding our values and creating a more equitable and prosperous future for everyone. Maybe you only realize one of these 10 threats in 2025, or maybe you'll experience each of them to a greater or lesser degree. If you prepare for each at the worst, I'm confident that you're going to be prepared for whatever 2025 throws at you. I would encourage you to reflect on what you wish you would have known in 2024 and build and prepare yourself for a stronger 2025. That will serve you through a host of possible threats and disasters.